Good morning, Mom Shai. Thank you again for taking the time to this interview.
Good morning, Miss Princess.
I really appreciate you sharing your time with me, especially since I know how busy you are. So, I have a few questions prepared about your experience while teaching English. To start, what are the major problems you have experienced while teaching English?
Okay, so one major challenge I face is students' lack of confidence in expressing themselves in English. Many are afraid of making mistakes, especially in speaking. And another issue is the limited exposure to English outside the classroom. Some students only encounter it during lessons, which affects fluency and comprehension.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. And the second question, ma'am, are why are those considered problem?
Okay, so these are problems because they hinder authentic learning. When students fear judgment, uh, they hold back from participating. Limited exposure means they don't develop the habit of thinking or responding in English naturally. And when we focus too much on correctness, we, ri- we risk silencing their creativity and personal voice.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. And the third one is how did those problem affect you?
Okay, so at first I felt frustrated and questioned my teaching strategies. I worried if I wasn't reaching my students effectively. It also made lesson planning more difficult. I had to constantly adjust my approach to meet different levels of confidence and skills.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. And the fourth one, ma'am, is how did you address or solve those problem?
So I changed my approach. So I made the classroom a safe space for mistakes, like using group activities, role plays, and peer support. I also used short stories, spoken poetry, and real life scenarios to spark interest.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. And the last one, ma'am, is after experiencing those problem, what lesson have you learned?
The lesson that I've learned is that teaching English is not just about grammar. It's about building confidence, identity, and connection. So students thrive when they feel heard and respected. And I also realized that relevance matters. So when English is linked to their culture, dreams, and voice, they engage more deeply. So as a teacher, I've learned to be flexible, empathetic, and proud of my role in shaping not just language skills, but self esteem.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day po, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning, Ma'am. I'm Princess Ailu from Central Mindanao University with a course of Bachelor of in Secondary Education major in English. So, si- thank you again, Ma'am, for taking time to this interview. Um, I really appreciate I really appreciate you sharing your time with me, especially since I know how busy you are. So I have questions prepared about your experience while teaching English, Ma'am. So, yes, ma'am. So, to start, ma'am, what are the major problems you have experienced while teaching English?
Actually, in our school, we have homogeneous groupings. When I am handling the cram section, it's not a major problem actually, especially that we have a special class for journalism, so children can express themselves easily. But when I'm handling the lower class, there are learners who cannot read, therefore if they cannot read, they cannot comprehend.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So the second question, ma'am, is why are those considered problem?
Yeah, because it's a problem because if they cannot read, then definitely they cannot comprehend.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So the third one, ma'am, is how did those problem affect you, ma'am?
Affect me in what manner? Cognitively, affectively, or
In general, ma'am.
affectively? Well, it saddened us if children cannot fully comprehend, but cognitively, it motivates us to do more our way or our strategy. We have to find ways how to help them. So we will utilize every teaching strategy that we could use. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So the fourth one is how did you address or solve those problems?
Yes, I told you we have our department has tailoring an intervention for them, especially the RR program, which cater or address the low comprehension of these learners and the reading problem, like struggling readers. So we have to take time or put extra effort for them to help them in basically reading, and then if they can already read, then they can comprehend eventually.
So the last one, ma'am, is after experiencing those problems, what lesson have you learned, ma'am?
The lesson learned, we're still learning. Actually, it's cyclical, so it's not the end, like a lesson learned and I will do it again. This problem of reading and the low comprehension of learners is a continuous. So we're trying our best to address those problems. We do it collaboratively, and yeah, there are things that we said we will not do it again. If ever the strategy that we use is not effective, then we will try to venture another strategy for them just to learn.
Okay, ma'am. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am, and effort, ma'am, answering my
Right, right.
interview.
And
So,
this is your purposive communication.
yes, ma'am.
As you notice that in communication, sometimes it's not only the voice, or it's not, we also have the nonverbal communication.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so you might understand, or you might get insight from, like when you are teaching the children, their actions, their the so-called social emotional learning. So that communication also with them is very important. Like you interview me, and so your aim is to, in what subject is this?
Purposely.
Purposive communication. Did you get your purpose?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you
So,
very much,